Hello everyone! In this tutorial I will show you how to crochet the star stitch. This is one of my favorite. I like textured stitches. For this stitch we will need odd number of stitches or chains. Each of these clusters, each of the star clusters is made over 2 stitches, and then which makes it even number, and then we need one more for the start, so it will make odd number. I had a base of 17 stitches. This was foundation stitches, foundation row. If you are working with foundation chain, you will have to chain a desired number and then add 2 more. That's how we start our first star stitch. Chain 2 more stitch, 2 more chains, and we're going to be picking up loops. We need to pick up 5 loops. Each of the star clusters has 5 loops, and this first one that's already on the hook, so altogether will be 6. I will be picking up the loop from the first chain. This is first chain from a hook. The only way to do it is going in the back bump, pick up 1 loop, then we go to the second chain from a hook, pick up 1 more loop, then we go to the first stitch where the chain started, or it will be your next chain of your foundation chain if you're doing foundation chain. So pick up 1 more loop from the first stitch and 2 more loops for next 2 stitches. Altogether we have 6. Now we yarn over and carefully pull through all the loops on hook. This is our first start cluster. This is only half of the stitch because star stitch is done over 2 rows. It consists of 2 rows. It's a 2-row repeat. First star clusters and then half double crochet. So this is our first star cluster. First one is worked over 3 stitches. This first one where the chain started and 2 more. After that we chain 1. Beginning star cluster is done. Now all star clusters after that, oh sorry, we don't yarn over. All star clusters after that are worked over next 2 stitches. So we pick up 1 loop right here. See this strand that we just closed previous cluster? Insert your hook there, pick up 1 loop. Next loop will be picked up right here from the previous cluster in this last spike loop. We're going under these 2 strands. There it is, last loop. Go under these 2 strands. Another spike loop picked up. Now we go to this stitch where this last cluster was finished. To that same stitch, pick up another spike loop. and we'll pick up 2 more loops from next 2 stitches. Again, we have 6 loops on hook, yarn over, and pull through, and chain. All neck star clusters after that are done the same. Picking up 5 spike loops from this under, insert your hook under the strand where you just closed the cluster, under these 2 strands from the last spike loop from previous cluster, in this stitch where you just finished previous cluster. And next 2 stitches. Six loops on hook, yarn over, pull through all loops, and chain 1, and repeat to the end. I'm almost done with this row. We have 2 more stitches left, and we can place 1 more cluster here, and chain 1. Now this looks a little bit unfinished. We have double crochet in that same stitch, in this last stitch where we finished our last star cluster. Now again we have 17 stitches. Now we turn our work. Other half of star stitch is made with half double crochet. So we chain 1. This first half double crochet that we just worked is skipped. We place 2 half double crochet in each chain. So here, so you don't get confused which one's chain, which one's a top of the star cluster. These are these long ones, these spikes, and this long. They usually come out a bit longer. These are top of the star clusters. And chain stitches are in between, which appear to be like the middle of the star. These are those chain stitches in between star clusters. So we will be putting our half double crochet in these chain stitches right here. Usually chains come out a little bit tighter, at least for me. We chain 1, it's not a stitch, and we skip first half double crochet, and now we place 2 half double crochet in each of those chains. right in the middle of the star cluster. Oops. Here you can see it's like this will be the chain stitch. I'm in the end of this row, and we have one more star cluster left, so we will put 2 half double crochet in the middle of it, now it looks like we're done, but not quite. We started with 17 stitches. Now I skipped this first one, this half double crochet, and place 2 half double crochet in each of these star clusters. So we have 16 stitches now. We need to add one more to compensate for this, and we're placing it right here. Okay, if we don't do it, the edges won't be neat even. We place it right here and the top of this star cluster. It was our first one. Okay, this V, these two strands, is the top of the cluster. I'm placing one more half double crochet right here. This way we have 17 stitches again, number didn't change, and our edges are even. We have straight edges. Now we start all over again. Thank you for watching.